You may have already heard about the constant threats from China to invade the island of Taiwan. What you probably don't know is that despite the Asian giant claiming to only want to reunify its territory with the neighboring island, the real reason behind this invasion is due to the fact that Taiwan has the power to literally control the global economy. But how did an island that achieved its emancipation from China through a great struggle manage to gain enough power to prevent this potential invasion? What does Taiwan have that is so important, making it a key player in the global economy and even having control over virtually all current industrialized markets? In today's video, you will learn more about how Taiwan secretly controls the world and how the nation has reached its current technological status. Welcome to the Visionary Businesses channel, where you can find the best videos on finance and technology. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. And if you like the topic of this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. The island of Taiwan. Taiwan, officially known as the Republic of China, is an island located in East Asia, situated about 180 kilometers east of mainland China, separated by the Taiwan Strait. Its economic development began after the Chinese Civil War, which took place between 1945 and 1949. The Chinese Communist Party emerged victorious and established the People's Republic of China on the mainland, while the Chinese Nationalist Party retreated to Taiwan. Initially, Taiwan faced significant challenges such as the loss of its original territory and the need to rebuild its economy and infrastructure. However, under the leadership of the Chinese Nationalist Party leader, Chiang Kai-shek, Taiwan underwent a period of intense industrialization and modernization. The government of Taiwan adopted export-oriented economic policies and heavily invested in infrastructure, education, and research with the aim of rapidly developing the country's economy and becoming self-sufficient. The government encouraged the creation of key industries such as manufacturing, textiles, electronics, and chemicals while heavily taxing imports as a way to stimulate the development and consumption of domestic industries. During the Cold War, Taiwan received support from the United States, which saw the island as a strategic barrier against the spread of communism in the region. The U.S. provided economic and military assistance, contributing to Taiwan's development. This support was crucial for the political and economic stabilization of the country. Over the following decades, economic growth in Taiwan was strong, with an average GDP growth rate of around 7% per year throughout the 1990s. The focus on export and the production of high-quality goods, coupled with investment in research and development, positively drove economic development. In the 1980s and 1990s, Taiwan underwent an economic transition, with the manufacturing industry being replaced by high-tech sectors such as electronics, information technology, communication, and semiconductors. Taiwanese companies such as Acer, Asus, HTC, and TSMC gained global prominence in these areas and are now well-known brands worldwide. From a political perspective, Taiwan adopted a democratic and multi-partisan form of government, unlike China, which maintains a communist government. The country underwent a series of political reforms that led to direct elections and peaceful alternation of power. The democratic transition was a significant milestone for the governance and stability of Taiwan, where despite political disputes and tensions with mainland China, Taiwan managed to maintain de facto independence and establish diplomatic and economic relations with other countries. Although not recognized as a sovereign state by all nations, Taiwan has a thriving economy and a high standard of living, still being considered one of the largest economies in Asia, which has secured its place in the so-called Asian tigers. The Asian tigers refer to a group of territories in Asia that experienced rapid economic and industrial growth from the 1960s to the 1990s. Among those included in the group are Taiwan, South Korea, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Malaysia and Thailand were later included in this group as well. The Asian tigers achieved impressive rates of economic growth, surpassing many Western countries during this period, through export-oriented economic policies, investments in education, technology, and infrastructure, and promoting industrialization and economic diversification. The group is also characterized by its ability to adapt to economic and technological changes, shifting from a low-cost production base to an innovation and knowledge-based economy, driven primarily by investments in research and development. However, the rapid growth of the Asian tigers also faced challenges. During the Asian financial crisis of 1997, the member countries experienced severe economic impacts, including currency depreciation, increased unemployment, and financial instability. After the crisis, they implemented economic reforms and strengthened their financial institutions to prevent future crises. Despite the challenges, the Asian tigers have left a significant legacy. They have become examples of economic success, with advanced economies, high standards of living, and a prominent presence in global markets. The Asian tigers continue to be important economic players not only in Asia but also on the international stage. Taiwan, for example, has excelled in the manufacturing and technology industry, with a focus on electronics, durable consumer goods, and especially semiconductors through TSMC. It is precisely this company that guarantees Taiwan's power and also attracts China's interest in the territory. But what exactly are these semiconductors produced by TSMC? And how can they be so important to Taiwan to the point of granting the country control over the rest of the world? The Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, is one of the world's largest semiconductor manufacturers and plays a crucial role in the global technology industry. Its history is intrinsically linked to the development and economic growth of Taiwan. TSMC was founded in 1987 as a state-owned company in Taiwan with the aim of boosting the semiconductor industry in the country. Initially, Taiwan relied mainly on foreign companies for chip manufacturing, but the government recognized the importance of developing its own production capacity. The company pioneered the contract manufacturing business model, focusing exclusively on chip fabrication for other semiconductor companies. This means that TSMC does not design or sell its own chips but provides manufacturing services for companies that design semiconductors. TSMC heavily invested in research and development as well as advanced manufacturing technology, focusing on improving its manufacturing processes, enhancing efficiency, and ensuring the quality of semiconductors and chips produced. Over the years, TSMC has established itself as a leader in the manufacturing of high-quality, high-density semiconductors, including 7 and 9 nanometer models used by various companies, including Apple in the production of its iPhones. TSMC's ability to produce semiconductors with advanced technologies has enabled the development of more powerful and efficient products, such as smartphones, electronic devices, computers, and more. Currently, only 3 companies are capable of producing semiconductors with the required quality and precision for the most advanced nanochips: TSMC, Samsung, and Intel. However, TSMC is the largest and most valuable among them, surpassing Samsung as the leading semiconductor supplier in October 2022. Even Intel has outsourced part of its production to the Taiwanese company. But what exactly are semiconductors? In simple terms, a semiconductor is a material that has properties between conductors and insulators, with the ability to conduct electricity under specific, extremely precise conditions, but also to act as an insulator in other situations. This property of the material is crucial for the manufacturing of computer chips, and in layman's terms, we can associate a semiconductor as the raw material of a chip. Semiconductors are widely used in the production of electronic devices such as microchips, transistors, diodes, and integrated circuits. They play a fundamental role in the technology industry, enabling the functioning of computers, smartphones, communication systems, and automotive parts. Semiconductors are present in virtually all electrical equipment we use today, from your coffee maker to the smartphone or computer you are watching this video on, and even in rockets and satellites. Now it becomes easier to understand why TSMC and, consequently, Taiwan play such an important role in the global market, right? The company is responsible for over half of the chips produced in the world, earning it the title of the world champion of chips. This expertise has made virtually all countries more or less dependent on the products produced by TSMC and, consequently, dependent on Taiwan. According to the Semiconductor Industry Association of the United States, Taiwan produces about 90% of the world's high-quality chips, which has brought the United States closer and ensured the security of the territory in the event of a possible Chinese invasion. But how does Taiwan secretly control the world? The possible chaos. Well, in reality, it's not any malicious plan, at least as far as everything indicates. However, what has happened is that Taiwan has achieved such significant technological development that the world has inevitably become dependent on the computer chips produced there. The manufacturing of semiconductors by TSMC can be seen as a dormant weapon that can be used to literally destroy a country's economy in a matter of months. Let's imagine the following scenario. Taiwan has a conflict with a country. The Taiwanese authorities can simply prevent that country from accessing their microchips or the products manufactured using them because, as they hold the majority of the market, they can pressure their customers, such as Apple or Intel, not to sell to that country. In a short period, that country will experience a steep rise in the prices of all microchip-dependent equipment, from simple household appliances to computers used by security agencies or defense satellites. In general, anything that utilizes even minimal technology. Within a short time, that country can literally be thrown into the dark ages, as it will no longer have access to any technological equipment. This can lead to both internal and external pressures for the example country to yield to the demands imposed by Taiwan, which inevitably demonstrates that, despite not apparently utilizing this power, the Asian tiger can literally control the entire world simply because it possesses the capacity to produce a key component for the current world. Of course, this situation is hypothetical, but this dependency on Taiwanese chips can have serious implications in the future, raising important questions about the control being created. This also shows that perhaps the true reason behind China's attempt to annex Taiwan as part of its territory is due to this control that can be used for various geopolitical maneuvers. But what do you think about Taiwan's technological dominance over the industry? Do you believe they could use it to literally control the world? Or do you think they simply want to produce their semiconductors and profit from the sale of these products? Leave your response in the comments. I'm very interested in hearing your opinion. Thank you very much for watching until the end, and if you like this video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel and activate the notification bell to not miss any new videos here at Visionary Businesses. Big hug, and see you in the next video.